just Fisher block as well the early game. You want to drag the creeps back towards the tower finish so he's not in any.
Doing it.
This is still good. I still like
He's
this.
got your love behind him, Kyo. He feels empowered right now. He feels like he's the top of the world.
This is what you like about him, right? Just confident, doesn't care. And I mean, they do have the pair-ups as well, the Dark Willow Mars instead of the Phoenix Mars. I'm just a little worried right now because even though we're all hating on Silencer, but Silencer against all these heroes, the global is very impactful.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no way you can actually execute a team fight to your standards if you got a global just hurting your ways. And on top of that, their lanes are a lot stronger when it comes to OG, so you can't really hit those Lotus Orbs, Yules to kind of prevent from getting affected from the global.
In the same time, I think OG's heroes damage output is like very just DS based like output. While like Yellow Submarine is more kills.
Yeah,
like
so they
within
burst
that
people
specific time, like them. So I think if they manage to pull that off, like, what's the point of all these heroes?
Yeah. I mean, strong lanes can put themselves in a position where that mid game is a little bit easier for them, and then maybe Yellow Submarine run out of damage. So it is that situation where, yeah, you might be able to run over the top of the mid lane, but you need to make sure that if this doesn't happen, that you have that mid game fallback, right?
And I think I haven't seen this Veno versus Void. I mean, with this matchup, Void were just with double ring or like, whatever the carry, like, they just buy double ring. The buff got changed, Veno, like from HP like a degen into like just a damage. So I really like how teams are getting like double ring every time in a game.
Well, we got the last bans coming out already, Anti-Mage and I like how they banned out the Ricky Maru as well. Expecting a lot of the cloud effect.
5 seconds remaining.
Mars gets in and gets out.
Well, what's Toronto Tokyo's hero here? Right? So it's going to pick the Invoker, okay, and then it's going to instantly snap into a Morphling here is OG, so it was a very thick and fast draft that we had between both these teams.
Tops and move the Morph.
Oh, they're going to go Earthshaker Morphling. We didn't really get to touch on that. It is a mid-1 Silencer as well, so as you guys said, Kyo, the fact that mid-1 can pick up this Silencer and really try to dominate Collapse on this Mars.
I'm a little worried for Yellow Submarine. Their lanes, they don't really have any winnings right now, and OG's lineup is so quick, and they have good win in the later stages with the... A lot of ways to deal with this one-blue combo Submarine. Global as well as the Overgrowth. Rough.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Darcy? You got something on the tip of your tongue, man.
I'm sorry, I'm going with AIDS.
You're gonna go with OG here. What about you, Q? I think this is probably
I really like OG's. Theoretically, there is like, I can't go against it. But my heart is saying, you have to just trust Collapse. He's gonna...
Alright, so it looks like Kyo's going to go with his boys of Yellow Submarine once again here. Can the power of love overcome the power of friendship? You guys will have to wait and find out. So we're going to leave it with Odie, Pixel, and Fod for game number 1.
Let's shake things up.
Go, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a fun one. OG up against Yellow Submarine. And, well, if you haven't been following some of the previous days of this tournament, Yellow Submarine, they're not a team to write off. We've seen some very impressive stuff from this squad. With a track record that's only been blemished so far by a loss against Team Secret. And I mean, as we all know, everybody loses against Team Secret, so only so much you can take away from that. Of course, for OG as well, the only matchup that they did lose out on was against Alliance, and Alliance, of course, also looking very hot. But either way, every reason to sort of expect some good stuff from Yellow Submarine this game. We've got some big picks from Yellow Submarine. They're able to open up with the Void. You know, this is a hero that we're not seeing teams really get their hands on nowadays. One of the carries, arguably, that teams are favoring as the top carry right now in the game. But they've got it. They go first pick in the field, so fantastic fire around it. You look at the whole combos that are coming out, and there's more than I can really list. You've got Chronos, you've got Cataclysms, Death Wards, into the Fifth and the Willow, the Arena setup. It's all there. There's a lot of plays to be made from Yellow Submarine's lineup. And Fog, are you there now?
I am here.
Yeah, Fogged, I've just given them the lowdown on Yellow Submarine's lineup. Give us a lowdown on what's going on OG's side and what looks strong from them.
Oh, baby. I see a Morphling and an Earthshaker on that side. I see a Chrono and some Cataclysm and some Death Ward and some... Ooh. Mars Willow as well.
I mean,
it looks the combos on Yellow Submarine.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, overall, whose lineup do you prefer? Because as we've just gone through, both of these teams, they've been looking, you know, Yellow Submarine's been looking just as good as OG if you just look at this tournament. Like, they have had some fantastic games, Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, I do think that they can. So let's look at just lanes, just in general, right? So Veno plus Earthshaker should be able to apply decent pressure onto the Void. They're already prepared for this pressure, though. It's going to be a Witch Doctor. He can go heal if he wants to counteract it. Double Ring of Regen 2. Bottom, pretty strong lane coming up from Yellow Submarine. This one I feel like is going to be real tough for OG.
And then Mars Willow, can't go wrong with that.
Right, then we look at mid. I feel like the Morphling should have a pretty favorable matchup versus the Invoker. That base damage advantage. We'll see how Mio can play it.
Because it is a Mio Invoker.
But...
And wasn't it Mio that we've seen actually win some of the less favorable Invoker matchups? Was it him? Was it? It might have been someone else actually. Was it him playing the Invoker against the Void Spirit one game where he did very well against it?
Yes, he actually. I remember him beating the Void Spirit. That was pretty
that
sure.
Yeah. So we've seen Mio do some very impressive stuff in matchups where you would not expect it. And also, when he does, you know, it wasn't like he went exhaust again. He didn't. He did go Quas Wex, but he did very well in a hard matchup. So interested to see what he can do against Topson's Morph.
I think this is going to be a pretty impossible one. This is just Morphling destroys the matchup so hard. So we'll see how Mio is going to be able to do it, because it's you can't even really harass is the thing. You have to play really hard around the harass game as Invoker versus Morphling, but we know how that goes. So Morph doesn't care too much about it, and your base damage, you're never going to be even close.
That's very true. Yeah, well, we'll see how much you can make of it. And of course, yeah, it is Topson, and it is, you know, again, we're getting all the master tier heroes today. Topson master tier Morph this time.
We'll have to see how much you can connect to with like EMPs, because I've seen this now 2 or 3 times that they start with Wex level 1 just to test the range creep. No, you can.
It's just for the EMP.
Yeah, you EMP the range creep and you secure it like that, because you have no other spells unless you go Exort to actually secure range creep. So you do that, and you kind of just hope you can get some mana back, and then you play around your tornadoes for last hits. It's very hard for me.
And let's win this top lane. I mean, as you sort of pointed out, yeah, Veno is considered one of the nastier heroes for a Void to lane against, but heroes with this build with the Ring of Regens, if he does put points into the Voodoo Restoration, should that be enough to keep the Void safe against this lane, or is it still going to be difficult?
Yeah, I think it'll still be a bit difficult. It still applies with the Shaker too. It's not just the Veno.
Yeah.
You know, these double up creep waves do add up. Wow, they're actually able to find the kill down bottom.
Yeah, you don't really expect this duo lane to let kills go down like that. That's a bit of a rough loss for the start here for Yellow Submarine.
If you give up too many kills down here too, it starts to become a very difficult lane for you to actually apply pressure versus that silencer. They're gonna have the heal kicks in. I've seen No-Tail do this every time in the lane. He just maxes out the Leech Seed, and it makes pretty big difference. You actually can't go for these trades. So OG with some very strong lane setups. I feel like they're actually winning, maybe even all 3 with the way they have it set.
If you go by the CS on the first few waves, it certainly shows that is indeed the case.
Look at bottom, like they're already level 2. They're like well into level 2. So bad as well as collapse, still level 1. Play does not feel like it's gonna get too much prettier. They don't get that experience back in check.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the thing. As long as Bib1's very careful with his positioning, it's ranged, it's, you know, they're never really going to be able to walk up a combo. Might be a little easier. So does he take out this now? He will be able to live, so they get away with the kill this time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
These other lanes, yeah, mid, continuing to just be them where Topson is getting further and further ahead in this matchup. They're trying to do his best to find something. Overall, Topson just getting the most out of this.
A little bit of a battle in mid right now. Topson has to back away here versus that cold snap though. Already very strength morphed up, doesn't hit very hard. At bottom, we do see them fix the lane right away. They get a little bit of a pullback. You see OG's trying to fix the positioning in it too, because Midway doesn't want to play this far forward here versus a Mars and a Willow. He wants to be playing a safer place toward his tower.
EMP up at the top. Creep wave control also just being favourable for OG. Seb able to get the wave back round and make sure it meets nice and closely to his tower. So anyway, able to TB fine mid lane. He tops in here. He does live on the edge here. He just knows there's not going to be any sort of high burst from the invokers out of mana. Bottom lane another time. Does, you know, mid one, he's getting those +2s very early this game. 2 already, and it's just 3.5 minutes in.
You almost
Got
had
2
that.
points in leech seed. You know, it's like I said, I don't see too many other people doing it, but OG, they've done this in the 5-position tree quite a lot of times now for no-tail. Working out very nice as they're able to pull the lane back, get into a good position, and OG, now they have the lane in a good spot again. So, again, we've seen, like, Yellow Submarine always wants to pull the lane closer to their tower, while OG always wants to do the same so they can both fill a kill threat like that. Topson finds himself a DD.
Yeah. I mean, this mid lane was already hard. I mean, Mio's still finding something out of it, considering how hard it
Radiant
is. But
structures.
yeah, now Morpher has a DD as well. You're probably going to say goodbye to a lot of the creeps.
Yeah, look at Topson aggressively using the glyph there. To pressure him under the tower there, gets him secure, denies. Just look at this, he can't get any last hits. Topson just preventing him from getting absolutely anything. Every single deny.
Bottom lane, starting to get the kill. And getting rather low for it, but losing anybody, so. Sure, but it is still just no-tail going down mid one, of course, living throughout it all, and but when he loses no-tail, the wave's always in a position where mid one's still able to farm. More of a benefit ready for mid one. Solo XP space, and no-tail comes back in and he tops him up. Tower of clarity. Mid one's able to stand very strong.
At least they're able to get the bounty runes secured on Yellow Submarine because they didn't push him away, so we do see the bottle for collapse build up. But yeah, we're really seeing those lanes. Look at that, all 3 fighting the lead for OG.
The politics of your people are...
And Topson's going to be hitting some very quick timings this game. To the point where, I mean, what can you sort of do about this more
Dire's
early?
middle tower is under
Can you
attack.
make any sort of move on him?
Leo has to be a little careful as he gets the tornado off. It can be pretty tough. Leo, Topson's actually just turning on him. He's hitting him under the tower.
He's out of mana, so he can't do anything more here. Again.
Ooh, killing the Morph is definitely gonna be difficult. They can get him though they do have a lot of control coming with their lineup, but it's definitely gonna be one of those difficult tasks. Cause it feels like he's always gonna have a front line. But the Venomancer is gonna act as that one. Seb is gonna build tanky so that he can be the front line for Topson.
Yep.
And they always have global and tons of different heals and
Radiant's
protection,
middle
so
tower
those
is
feel
under
hard.
attack.
Oh yeah, well, once Saxa, obviously later on has the blink, you're going to have another way of sort of just jumping in and huge area of effect. Stunned. Finds something to play around, dance around. Of course, eventually, maybe seeing him go down the Ags route. Down against him. I mean, bottom lane, mid-one. Can he get the kill in time? He is. He actually might live. They heals it for the living armor. Mid-boy's not going down. They're just going to be able to clear up the 2 of them.
Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, we're 6 minutes in. He's got 8 in and out of this lane already.
He's got Midas too. It's gonna be coming out already.
Midas 2? I didn't know they added that to the game.
Midas 2. You never put it past OG. They just invent things.
You're not contagious.
I mean, Seb does go down on the top lane, but it's even though they're killing Seb top, it's not going to allow them to match how far mid one's going to be this game down bottom. I mean, 4 kills, Midas done.
They have a lot of tools to get on mid one though. That's the thing. It's still a fragile silencer that they have as their Sith laner, but they have this Morphling as this also other carry.
Bring Mio in down bottom. Okay, TP in, see if they can do something about mid one. He's able to get the global silence stuff in time, so Mio's not going to have instant follow, but he's still caught in the first mid one. They're looking back into another. EMP's down. Vicious going to come out to try and buy some safety for mid one, but it's not going to work. Mio, I mean, this is sort of Mio's strong points that we've seen from him before. He knows when to make moves, and that bottom lane is certainly need a move to be made. He's down there as the invoker, and he allows them to kill mid one and finally put an end to his reign, where he's been able to just get away with all these free kills so far in that safe lane.
Up top, Maledict's out. Living Armor's up onto Seth though. Will it be enough to keep him alive? It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this Maledict tick is going to take him out.
Nope, it revives him.
Oh my goodness, these raindrops today.
Raindrop OP.
Yeah,
OP
we're
item,
seeing it
everybody.
multiple times. Just keep alive with that final tick of. Well, yeah, usually the mallet.
Living
And,
armor plus that little bit of raindrop, actually
Yeah.
enough to keep him alive there. Chrono use too, for them to try to make that move.
It was also him having to TP back to base Shatora to refuel after the poison damage.
Yeah.
So he's got
That Mio
more.
gank on bottom though was mid one when he got his Midas delivered, he didn't use it, so he wasn't able to get it off during that. So it may have been a 6-minute or 7-minute Midas, but he didn't use it
Okay.
until that 8-minute mark. Sometime delayed.
Yeah, a bit of a slip up. I think still mid one's going to be very happy with how this game opened up for him. I mean, as I said, you know, anytime you're sort of getting in steel this early in a game, it's going to be feeling very good.
He might get more.
If they can have the damage for collapse, turns with the spear. Mid one, does he want to dive this? He doesn't. Keep it cool, focus on the creeps.
And it's also important to point out that the hero that he's taking int from is one of those that really, really needs the int, the Mars. This hero has gotten buffs recently around the intelligence because you didn't even have mana for your spear plus ult combo in the past. He's pretty close to not having that right now.
Ooh, they're going to tag on Mid1. They've got the arena drop down. Collapse is getting low, but the backup there for Mio and Sobat. Mid1 will get the kill, so hey, he'll be like, you know what, whatever. +2. I got it, I'm out of there. Just die. I mean, they are killing him. They
don't mind that though. And Thompson's getting free farm. Seb is pressuring top.
Yeah,
It's a good kill for Yellow Submarine, but like I don't think they care too much on the side of OG at all.
No, I think that as you said, you know, Thompson in this sort of game, he's the carry.
And he's going in. He might even find Yatoro here.
Has he got the damage? He's gonna try to put the mask man. All the bashes! All the bashes! Has he got any more? Yeah, he's strike back adaptively by Thompson, and Thompson's away. Mio is able to pick up another down in that bottom lane whilst he remains down there, finds no tail. Just the bashes coming out for Yatoro, but Mid1's in. Drop the curse out. Oh, back this space is void.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Just
attack.
kicking in and out of the tree line there, almost able to find
Radiant
Thompson.
structures
Yeah.
A lot of
are
players may have just
fortified.
died there to adaptive, but
Dire's
playing around the
top
tree
tower
side there.
is under
Very
attack.
nice. And they're pressuring
Radiant's
bottom here too to get
tower
some
is under attack.
decent amount of space and farm, as they really need it. They're being slowed down a lot. You're only a 1k difference, but you really feel it in those corners.
He's gonna come in. They're gonna look for the setup here. They haven't got the arena. They won't need it. Spears out. They've controlled him.
Dire's top
Mio
tower is
dominating on the
under attack.
Invoker. He's done it so many times before at this event, coming out with his Invoker plays.
Radiant's bottom
Uh,
tower is under attack.
You know, obviously, he's a bit newer on the block compared to someone like Thompson, but I feel like there's definitely similarity in their playstyle. Mid lane, he didn't call the chrono, but he did get the shift off in time, so he's more than okay, and now Yatoro's in trouble. The fear that could just save them, and it will. Pushes them back. They won't be able to continue to focus down onto Yatoro. He gets away. Mio running down Mid1. The cold snap out, living armor is there, keeping Mid1 alive because they've got the finish to take him. They have. Mio gets the kill. Now mid sacks up. He's got the Fisher set up on a Mio. Seb comes in with a Gale, but it's under the tower. Thompson dive in. This is going to try. Going in aggressively onto Mio. Mio's in with the Ghost Walk. He's stepping away, but the sentry is down. Mio within range of it. He's trying to run into the stick charge. Mio is able to travel the calls back onto Thompson. Mio's going to get away. Now Thompson is taking heavy fire from the depth wall, but he is shifting up. He's okay. Saxon taking hits from the tower. Seb diving in from the posture with the food restoration. He's the posture alive now. Collapse. He's sweeps across. He's got the control of Seb with the arena down. He's got the flashes and on the smoke down. Noto put the overgrowth, but Mio snipes him. Gets him with the tornado. The tower hits come in. Now Thompson's been surrounded. He gets taken out. 11-5 now. As Yellow Submarine coming in with the big plays. I mean, you gotta give more respect. I feel if you're OG against Yellow Submarine, this squad you know, if you're gonna start bringing them fights behind the tier 1 tower, Yellow Submarine is gonna have the coordination to deal with them. We've seen it before. We're seeing it here again. And their players are starting to pop off. Mio, he's 5-0-3, and you're a fan of this game. Fox, he's going to go straight for the BKB on him, both.
Sure, versus Global, versus like pretty much all magic damage. You block glaive damage as well. You block everything. It looks good.
Radiant are
That's
scanning.
huge there for them. Just the way that they set up and respond. They bring everybody. Even though they didn't have all their ults available, they had just the Mars ult. Just little spell usage there adding up. And just pushing OG up. OG just really trying to push the issue forward there and just get punished. I mean, what? Another first hit bash, of course, catching Thompson off guard, but yeah, just OG playing over aggressive. Great response from Yellow Submarine.
Mid lane. It's just going to be a bit of a poke onto Seb. Take out his mana.
Mana.
Have fun now. Always the
Yeah, they
worst
need
feeling.
mana. they need an Arcane Boots. He's gonna have to get it. They don't actually have a pair, so Seb, they'll have to go finish those up soon. These EMPs are gonna cause problems. Very low mana pools on every single one of the heroes of OG except for the Silencer. EMP will literally break the fight for them. They're getting space. Jotaro, he's finding that space to farm now.
Yeah, they're catching up. I mean, we sort of saw at the start, you know, mid one and Tops in particular, he was having complete free farm, but you know, little sort of over-aggressive moves from OG mean that this game is set back to straight even on the network between these two teams. Top lane, Sax has been found. The arena's off the mark, but it probably won't matter here. As Collapse will have the control and damage to take. Death Ward's going to be dropped too to make sure that Saxon dies quickly.
Look at the defense around mid tower too. They're just making sure that they bring as many heroes as possible. Like if OG's gonna bring 3, they're gonna bring 3 to respond to stop this push. Toro with the TP available too, so he can counter engage with that Chrono. OG's still farming a lot though. Topson, he's just chilling back now, gonna go for finishing that E-Blade. And then he'll probably for the axe, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, does he really need to go for the axe this game?
Yeah.
It feels like it's an option there for them, but it's not like he necessarily needs that strength in particular to be able to counter any of the heroes on the other side.
He's farming extremely aggressive here. Yeah, you know, actually, now that you mention it, I actually think he might not. I mean, it's because I think he's playing into Willow. Like, Willow is actually one of those that ruins at the roots. Like, you jump and you just get caught in a root, you get brought back to the floor.
You need the Manta, right?
I think he needs Manta or BKB on Thompson after the E-Blade, just to make his life easier.
Top lane collapse.
Whips the spear.
And with that, collapse. Got anything else? No, He's going to have to use the overgrowth to hold collapse in position. Midbon's there on the high ground, but the damage is Midbon can get back to stealing it.
Look at his mana pool. Getting to that point.
Actually, low Topson. Go for some witch in here. Try and close in, but Poshka actually quick enough to step away. Point Topson can't chase. But it was mid. Jotaro was going to TP in, but instantly cancels it there where he sees OG sweeping around. They've got the Chronosphere ready to go if they want to try and do something mid. They don't have the Saxon just trying to step in here with the Fisher. He's going to get the Echo out. Global as well. They're stepping onto Migo. Is he going to go down? Topson zips in. With the spear back. Migo's still alive. He's ticking down low and he will force the poise. Tora jumps over onto Saxon. They're able to get down the Shaker in return. Moving in with the Willow. Sobad trying to get on top of Seth, but not quite enough damage from the Willow now, so Sobad has to back off. Another curse comes in from Midbot. Pretty low. Zip in from Topson, adaptive strike, the infused raindrop. Sobad alive, and that will set them.
Dude, these raindrops. I mean, I've been buying raindrop in like every single one of my pubs, but I swear to God, this item is actually broken in lane pin.
You can't spell raindrop without OP.
That is actually true. Collapse. Oh, not again. His mana.
No, not his mana.
Oh, his mana.
Oh, the Rhino's out though, and with the Malady, it starts to shift. See if they're going to have the damage to actually do anything about this Topson Wolf. I don't think they are. Nothing comes in onto Topson, so he doesn't care. Toro's still trying to find the bash, but he won't. Chrono just not quite able to set up anything too great. Size down. I think Maposhka did drop the dead floor down inside the Chrono at the start, so a little bit of missed damage.
Didn't feel like they were going to get those kills as OG. They pushed them back hard this time, taking the tower, getting aggressive, getting aggressive, it's down 2. That's a pretty big moment for them.
You're saying, I mean, these Chronos, every single time Topson is, he's not missing it at all. He's always getting the shift up, where we yet to see him be caught without getting the strength built up.
It really feels so hard for them to set up with the Chronos too. Like if they don't, in situations if they do the Chrono, like there's gonna be a global a lot of times to cover it too, or an overgrowth, or Shaker Fisher. So many different things they have to watch about with the counter initiate.
Yeah, I think that is indeed why he's gone for this rush BKB, so that he always is able to drop that combo and capitalize on a good setup with the Chrono. Pops up a nice little juke. Dodges the spear, he's out and away, tried to get onto Collapse, won't latch onto a tree. He might still try and chase this though. We'll get held back by the roots.
He's got the E-Blade, he's gonna go pick it up. This is now pretty painful here for these supports. Cloaks plus raindrops are your best friend now if you are a Willow and a Witch Doctor.
And he's also got, he's got the Nether Shawl. So that extra bit of spell damage here with the burst. Collapse is getting low, he's trying to step back. And this E-Blade with Nether Shore, it's going to do the work. Any of these heroes are going to pop pretty reliably to Thompson's first out.
I swear they always have Nether Shaw. Every time it's a growth bow for ranged heroes, Nether Shaw for Shackle and Morphlings. They at least have another Shaw on Mio, so he's got that magic resistance to counteract it a little bit
Dire's
too.
bottom tower
Impressive
is under
potential.
attack. Dire's
Yeah, big moves for OG though, as now they're going to be able to push onto a tier 2. So for Yellow Submarine, they're a little bit more
Dire's bottom
looking for a
tower
straight
is
fight.
under attack.
Sock Blink, they're going to see that now too, so see what Mio can do.
Radiant's top tower
Now
is under
TP coming in,
attack.
Mio, he's got to try and run. Saxa, he's actually got the control between the Fisher and the
Dire's
Enchant
bottom
Soda.
tower has
Is anyone
fallen.
else
the
coming
mark.
to yeah, they didn't quite clip him on the range of it, so Mio's out with the Ghost Walk to make it away. Does of course now have that BKB on him, so it's a little harder of a target to get unless they can fully lock him down with the stuns.
Thompson's queued up the Ags. Okay, even though he's versus Willow and some control, yeah, he's going to go for it anyway.
Alright. I mean, it's always fun to see, you always want to see it.
Absolutely, Seb.
Snap.
Front line.
I've got a chrono, you trying to drop it. Just try and stop anyone else from being able to head up to the high ground and get in and help out Seb. Get pretty low here though. Damage over time, keep so bad down. That curse going to be enough to kill him. Oh, the unheal. Oh, they try and keep him alive, but it's not going to work. The damage from the one curse too much. Thompson stands with the burst that jumps onto Yatora. Yatora just gets comboed on the front lines. He's gone down. They have got the damage to take out No-Tail in return. See if they've got any further control of Thompson. Trying to block him up into the root. Deathwatch down. Thompson turns with the spear to put it in position, but the Chaos Meteor's down upon him. He's going to go for the TP out. They've got anything to capture the TP. They do. Spears back up. Locks it down into the arena. Thompson E-Blaze himself. He's trying to escape from this. He's still alive, but the cold snap and the control is enough to finally kill off that Maw.
Very nicely set up there by Yellow Submarine. They blow absolutely everything to kill the Veno. They do it. If they didn't burst Seb there, he gets the mech and the stick off, and then perhaps even is able to survive. But they lose Yatora before anything kicks off is the real costly thing.
Things are going to be hard for him until he gets at least the Manta on. As we're seeing, OG just so much sort of slow and control across the line. It's not an easy team to jump into.
So much control he has to worry about. And even when he does have all that, you have to be very careful about what you use it, because the root's going to be there if you pop it early. The Echo will be there if you pop it early too. Has to be very careful. So many controls. Okay.
Thinking about going for the Roche here.
Chrono is down.
Yeah?
No smart. No arena either.
On scan.
Should be pretty safe here. They don't have their Morphling though. Their big hitter isn't there just yet, so it's dying pretty slowly.
So he's been scouting it out. They're moving across. Seb on the high ground's going to drop down the ult. Does manage to find a connection onto the few of them here, holding him in place. There's going to be the TP over from Nino. Seb, focus. Going to put the heals, but he's out of mana, he's out of health. Seb's going to go down. Saxy jumps to the Nino. Instantly the BKB turns over towards Saxa. Overgrowth comes out from those. Holds the three of them in position. The Arena's dropped down, but this global and the damage coming out from mid-one. They're trying to run, but the silence is just cleaning up. Thompson's the one to get the 2 kills off the back of it, but it's more in the mid-one.
So bad.
Kills like that, they can go straight back into the pit. Another Sunstrike comes out to scout the situation, but with 2 people down, half them getting maybe a well-timed tornado from Mio to make the magic happen. Toro's got play on 10. That's not going to be too bad, so. Roshan goes down, jump off for Sax, who's actually managed to close the gap onto Mio. Oh, he's struck. E-Blade actually off the mark there, and that's going to give the opportunity for the fifth come into play, push back Thompson. No-Tail still moving in. Curse on Mio as well, taking him down, gets another connection as well as the detection. They come in with a burst, the Fisher from Saxa finishes off the job. Kill Mio off.
You see how Seb is playing on all this. Even though he's 0 and 5, he's doing his job. He goes in the high ground, forces this fight around him. He tanks all these spells while they finish the Roche, and then they come in and get some cleanup kills because of it. I love when the veterans play like this. Like this is you want to be like, I mean, you don't want to be 0-5, but you want to have all these stats. You want to be that
another jump
charger.
Saxa, he's been finding so many setups with these Fishers, and he found just another. The Echo catches onto the 2 of them. Collapse will get taken out. So bad, trying to retreat up to the high ground, but an E-Blade burst from Thompson picks him up
Radiant's
as well.
bottom tower is under attack.
Beautiful setup tip from Saxa. A lot of the last few kills have been down to him and his Fishers.
Has fallen.
Tier 2's down and now a 6k lead here for OG.
Dyer's middle tower is under
That
attack.
Aegis holding strong on tops, and they're ready to try and push for the high ground at just 23 minutes in.
Oh, yeah, you're trying to get Chrono.
And they got the damage though. They need to take down Mep1. They will be able to do so. They turn over Ward Noto, but if they're brought down, they're going to be able to get the two of them. Two dead on OG. Can they control Thompson long enough on the high ground? He's able to step to the side. Waveform's up in a second. In fact, he's going to turn into the Void Time Walk out of the base. He's away. He'll be able to retreat, but the two quick kills, as such, off the back of that Chrono, will stop OG from pushing him further for now. Neo.
Trying to chase forward here, Saksa.
Great angle on the Tornado, catching the two of them. Cosnap down onto Saxa, but the jump there. Thompson, he's in onto Mio. Mio pops the BKB, can continue to bet onto Saxa. Saxa trying to run the deafening blast. Final few punches should do it. Mio blames the shot. Collapse has got the wraparound. Arena into the spear. Seb's locked in position. So not only 2 kills on the back of that, 4 in total. The Yellow Submarine will be able to push back OG, despite OG being the side with that Aegis.
Huge chase forward by Yellow Submarine. OG not disengaging very nicely at all. They all kind of stayed looking like they wanted maybe to fight with the way that Saksa ran in, but they get caught off guard there. Submarine with a much needed gold injection.
It is one of those games where that timing on Mio's Invoker's Axe is
Getting close.
when he has it, a good Chrono and the Cataclysm, there's very little that can be used as a counter to that.
Yeah, nowhere near any type of Aeon disc or anything. Not near that territory at all. Mio still needs 1,000 gold and
He's
2 more
close.
levels for the full Exort.
Sure.
Oh, 1 more level actually. Just hit level 17, so it's gonna be big anyway if it does connect. And OG, they're trying to take advantage of the timings. I think they have to play really well around the Chronosphere timing now. Maybe look to even just get this Rax advantage here still, because they do have Thompson with this Aegis still for about 2 minutes. So I think they really need to press the issue forward here.
Dyer are
See if they can
scanning.
find Mio on the way back. Just gonna sit down and catch him. Bishop from Sax's attempting to jump it up. They've got the detection. Mio pops the BKB. Doesn't want to TP though, because no
here.
tail is
Yeah.
around. Oh, and they've got him. You could tell Mio, he knew that was always going to be a risk. Tries to hide in the trees and get out. They're able to find him, OG. Mio goes down and
No, and Thompson, so he's got that Earthshaker fun. He's also level 17, about to be 18 for that permanent morph duration, and a DD rune to boot right now. He's got a headbutt.
Radiant
sounds like a
structures
recipe
are
for
fortified.
pushing up to the high ground.
Yep. Support's one-shottable at this point.
Focus for 30.
Spell the
Dyer's
DD.
structures are fortified.
Fortifications, so slowing this down a little bit. Long time for Mio to come back to the game. What Mio's up? Oh yeah, 200 gold off the Aghanim. So he's got to pretty much have the Aghanims. They have got Chronosphere. And we see from what Yatoro was trying to go, he's going for the
Radiant's
Manta
top tower
into
is
the
under
MKB.
attack.
So that he has a good bit of punch himself.
Thompson's trying to get his level 18 before he uses the morph. 'Cause he's got the 100-second cooldown. He'll have to use it now, but they might be able to set up for Yatoro because they have that vision.
Radiant's top tower
Be
is
careful.
under attack.
Saxa.
The Bruising Brothers.
Find him. Ooh, he went for the TP in the pit, but Saxa, he caught his bluff. Fishes out, and Saxa puts a stop to the escape of Yatoro once again.
Level 18 now is finished on Thompson, so he will have that permanent morph available after
Radiant's
this one.
top
This one still,
tower
he's gonna have a little bit of
has
downtime in between. Still trapped in the base, 50 seconds, no void. That's a painful one.
Thompson able to play with the Aegis.
Aghanims is complete on Mio, Cataclysm at the ready.
They have got other setup, of course, between the Mars and the Willow alone, a lot of ways to keep them locked in
Aegis?
position.
Aegis just gets reclaimed as well.
See how much you want to stick around and how strong they feel right now. Thompson. Flip on the combo there. At least they are able to burn his mana low. In place on the Willow as well as the Curse. Space is there for Thompson to push on. Tries to turn with the burst on. So bad, but the Glimmer kept safe. So bad's out. Just 10 seconds now until the boys back up. OG, they actually have enough time to take these racks. Look at the range racks. 8 seconds till void, but of course Thompson still hits very hard here. Trying to slow him down. They have got enough time for the void to come back in play, and OG won't quite yet have found the mana. Thompson still wants to stick around. Tornado, the back of the room. See if they got the combo. Arena's down as well as the Spirit. He's locked in the wall. Yatoro jumps in place. He's able to get the Chrono out. There's the Cataclysm coming down, bursting Thompson low into the bastion. Thompson's gonna fall. OG's got to back off now. They've lost their morphing. I'm gonna say that Set's walking in. He's able to lay down the ult. To So Bad. Actually, only onto So Bad.
Oh,
He
hit So
couldn't touch
Bad.
the one. The rest of them are going to be fine here, and with that in mind, OG can't push in any further, and Jealous Submarine are going to be able to put together a strong defense there, pushing back OG and getting the big kill on Thompson.
They wanted to get out of that, but it's at least a hole. At least it's something, and that's the showing of those big ultis.
Mio's on the hunt.
Trying to kill anything they can while Thompson is dead, because when Thompson is up, that's when that's when it really starts kicking. Level 18 morph, he's gonna be jumping around looking for fights, and Chronosphere's down. So 2 minutes where you're gonna see OG really, or let's say 90 seconds where OG's really gonna look to push the envelope forward here. Let's see how Yellow Submarine set up. They're trying to get some D wards out here, trying to get some neutral items picked up in the meantime. They gotta get their lanes out though. Collapse mid is also forcing in.
And would you sort of say overall, considering the lineups, there is a bit of pressure on OG to close this one up sooner than later?
A lot is going to be down to initiation and counter initiation because there's just too much in this game.
Collapse, having to jump up, he's got the catch on Seb. Arena's down, they lock him into the wall, Seb falls. Thompson, looking for the opportunity of getting in, he's going to jump over, burst out the Witch Doctor. Able to jump in for more, he's looking in, he's going to jump forward, Saxon in as well, Thompson moving on to the other, across the BKB, Spear comes out, just smash Thompson over to the tree, the Bastion is mechanical, isn't enough, Thompson able to start shifting, he's going to live, turns over towards the void, takes down Yatora, now with the BKB wearing off Mio, he's got nothing else to help himself, he has a tornado, it's not enough, is it, Saxon, he's in, or maybe they haven't got any further detection, they don't, Mio's actually going to be able to make it away with the Ghost Wall, he will live, 3 kills for OG, actually 4 if you, of course, with Poshka having to buy back. OG now with a big opening to go for further objectives. Saxa still hunting. Saxa find this.
Very low on mana, but he's got the Wex move speed. Thompson can't quite get on top of him. That time dilation saved his life. And nobody had, everyone's spells were just locked while they were trying to chase Mio there. Thompson couldn't, enchant totem couldn't do anything. And they're gonna get the, is that they gonna get in timing? They don't get it in time. Outpost is on both sides, which almost able to get both of them.
We'll have the 4 bounty runes over this map control OG's got. Marshalla Submarine are taken out.
And more downtime for the poor Void. Wanting to farm during all this. Sure, you want to be playing around your chrono cooldown, but he's dying. You know, these 2 deaths that he's had in between have been so painful for him to get his farm.
They're trying their best to keep him in. They're giving him the tomes. Keep up in XP.
Thompson at the ready, at the hunt. Waiting for someone to show.
Try and do something big with this chrono. They're coming out of the base with the smoke. The question is if OG are going to expect this. As they're coming around this time where it's getting close to the Roshan respawn potentially. 30 seconds until we see when he's up. Oh no, that is when he's up.
That is when it's up, yeah.
He's up in 20 seconds.
They were probably hoping to find it right then. OG still just sitting on the high ground waiting for some type of aggressive move.
Tora actually not moving with them. He's focused on farming. I mean, I guess, yeah, just holding around here whilst Roche respawns, and it's 5 seconds if Collapse hangs around. He's going to see it. The question is if they do see it and if they do manage to take it in time. But
their base is getting pushed. Yeah, the catapult's here. The creep wave has arrived. Oh, gee, they're going to start knocking at it. Force them back here. Yep, there goes Thompson. He's in.
Dire structures
they got to head back soon. Yatora is still yet to spend his money as he pushes it. I mean, I guess he's thinking he hasn't picked up the MKB recipe. Can he still afford to go with the MKB, or does he have to be
Needs a BKB. Too much BKB. They're gonna set up here. They're smoked, and they find a big grab.
Collapse gonna try. He's never get the spear on a set. Can they lock him down long enough to stop him from getting any spells off? He'll get the ult off, but he dies very quickly after. Yatora's back now. Want to jump out and try and chase. On the retreat. And they'll play it cool. Yellow Submarine, they've killed Seb. They're taking a member of OG out away from this push. OG actually smoking up and Saxon Thompson looking to see if they can get a jump outside of the base because Maposhka and Submarine, they're splitting up, they're heading out.
They see everything right now, too. They see the 2 supports with the ward. Poshka, very dead. And Snowman is very likely to get chased out, too, here. No-till.
And they might be able to connect you. Yatora's coming in. Oh, he's found Thompson. And with the Cataclysm coming down, are they going to have the damage? They are. They're able to blow out the Cataclysm. Yatora goes in one Saxon. Thompson down with the ultimate strong way. Collapse also first in place. As they will both ball Saxon with a quick counterplay. Penge for the loss of his Morphling, and Sax is not done. He's chasing for more. Another cover towards this Willow. His control should have enough. Fishes up. Doesn't even need to come out. The damage from Mid-One's Glaives wasn't enough to take down Sobat before the TP successful.
And they may
Kill Thompson, but they lose a lot for that.
They may be, yeah, exactly. They may be able to get Thompson, but OG, they put themselves in a position where it's not all about Thompson. Mid-One is also this massive carry, 58 intelligence. He has full hex with this quiver as well on top. He is hitting extremely hard. And now no chrono, and they hold.
This mid-rack should be gone for sure. This time round, OG. Gonna push in with no issues.
Dire's middle
Collapse.
barracks has
Use the
fallen.
buyback here for these. Feeling that they can put together any sort of defense without the void. It's just still a sort of a bit of an awkward position. We've seen Yatori these last few fights. I mean, last 5 minutes or so, he just had this 3,400 gold just in nowhere. He's yet to be able to spend it on something that's actually going to step his power up. And pointed out, I imagine that is only because he is just trying to get the BKB gold complete.
It's hard. It's such a hard game for him to make the decisions because of how much he's just getting hunted and how much he has to really play against like, the globals. There's so many different things that he has to save the Manta for, save his abilities for. Like even with BKB, right? You're playing versus Train Protector and you're versus global, so you're gonna get baited to use one of either your Manta or your BKB at some point, and then you're gonna get either rooted or globaled after. It's just a hard game really for Yellow Submarine. With OG, they've just been setting the tempo the whole time. They're always the ones on the aggressors. They're always the ones getting the good initiations. With Seb, I mean, especially when the way Seb's played, right? 0, 8, and 14. He just charges in and gives all of the information for his team every time.
Yeah, none of these deaths from Seb have really felt that bad. Even the ones where he's been the one to die on the back of the high ground push. It has just been him dying, and everybody else in OG able to get away.
I can't
Catch further targets.
Look at you, Taro. Silencer did 1,200 damage to a faceless void. Killed him in like 4 attacks.
Good one. As you said, he's having a pretty good game on it. 10, 4, and 12. The Hex ready to be picked up. Ready to go and do a bit of shopping?
Got up Quiver, of course, too. So like one of the best items as well for that big burst damage. Yeah. Not easy for Yellow Submarine. It's also like every single fight. They're trying to get these, their big combos and everything, but OG's not giving them the chances to get multi-hero Chronos, right? Multi-hero Mars ultis. Every single time, it's only the one target or two, so it's hard. Tough to play versus how OG is playing around it.
And there is going to be the Roshan, it's up. Topter's going to be back in the game. 10 seconds until Yasora in, but over a minute until Chronos for itself is back up. I mean, did you sort of see Yellow Submarine being able to get out and contest OG around the pit?
I mean, I think they have to. I think they just have to try. Without Chrono, actually, you can't. You just have to play Pride Guard defense, actually. Hope that you can get some type of better spell connection. Because the other thing is, too, we set the floor for a lot of different combos for Yellow Submarine. Haven't seen them really get the Willow ult with the Mars ult. They haven't had the best synergy with all their spell. They're only catching one hero every time.
No, amongst all the chaos, though, they're going to have a lot more opportunities to hit the big combos. Mio, he's pretty much got an Octarine complete. I mean, that's one thing when you sort of consider the amount of chaos we've had this game and the fact that OG's 9k ahead. Mio's farming the Invoker. I mean, his game as well as it's hard for him to really do more. He's at 11, 3, and 10 this game on the Invoker. And he's just as farmed as Thompson is.
Yeah, he's absolutely been owning, for sure. Just how much of a difference can this one make? We'll see. It's just good. It feels like they just have too many elements to deal with because they have to blow everything on either the Morphling or the Silencer. Like they have to find a 2-man setup. They have to get a 2-man setup at some point.
Well, Roshan's coming down. I think it is sort of what you said. I don't think Yellow Submarine are going to try and do anything here. They know that'd be the best move to have made it.
Yeah, because OG, they're going to be set up for it, right? You're only going to have 1 or 2 heroes in the pit, and then the rest are going to be set up. So you're not going to land a good... Your Mars is not going to land a good spell. Internet issues. Submarine.
Nothing touches the heart like my venom.
This next fight's going to be just so impossible for them. But same thing, I think still a similar recipe is try to force OG to mess up their position. That's the one thing. OG's not messing up the positioning, so they can't get these multi-hero chronos. They have to try to cause more chaos.
I mean, who do you think is more important that you do catch in that chrono, Topson or mid one? Like, who has more damage left untouched in these fights?
I mean, if Topson's not in the chrono, he's gonna kill absolutely everything. That's the problem. Mid one can, like, mid one has his positioning is always gonna be just set because he's a Saucer. Topson's a Morphling with an Earthshaker, so he's just gonna pop in and out of the fights and kill your back lands and just have too much. See, I feel like you have to chrono Topson, but you have to somehow catch both. You have to find ways to catch both. They're just some type of crazy team fight control.
Yeah, that's what we've seen. They've got to try and find that timing to catch Topson when he is either shifting down or inside of the form of the Earthshaker. Otherwise, it's take a lot to bring him down. That strength is building up.
I didn't see you also had the Quickening Charm. So a Quickening Charm with that enchant totem too. So even more elusiveness for Topson.
Yeah, that's going to be very nice to play with.
Yeah.
Also very close to having the man to complete. At that point, he's going to be able to get away with even more. I mean, not that he hasn't been already. I mean, it's sort of those times where he has been found in the chronosphere as he's gone down, which of course Mansa's not going to really make much difference about everything else. Topson's been able to do a good job of just avoiding straight up. They just haven't been able to catch him without the use of those huge ultimates.
Yep. And how are they going to do it into Aegis and Cheese now too, right? Like they can pop the one target, the one put the full combo, but
really you've got to, as you said, hope that if you're Yellow Submarine that OG do mess up in positioning, or if Collapse is able to get like some sort of deep spear, just sort of throw himself up and spear someone out. You know, if you are able to find whoever is going to take the Aegis and get them under the tier 4s, you might have a good shot at taking them down twice. With the control you have, getting Arena or Chrono down in that position.
Gonna be hard. Definitely still gonna be very difficult.
Apologies again for this brief pause. Just waiting for hopefully Collapse's internet sells out. So what's sort of what's the win percent looking like at the moment on Dota Plus for this game? 87 for OG. I mean, it is OG, of course, and if that is taking into account their history, then I believe why it would be that high. But only the 13% it's definitely there for you. They do still have that incredible combo, but they can't really get away with nothing less than perfect execution now.
Much.
I've got the strengths now. Knocked down. BKB's going to come out immediately from Mio. Thompson's going to try and chase it onto Mio, but he wasn't clipped onto the ball, and now they come Thompson. He's still alive himself. Jumps over to Time Lord. The bash is in there, but Thompson's alive. He's going to be fine. He's able to turn, take down Yatoro. He goes down without buyback as Yatoro bought the BKB, but he didn't use it. He's dead with a non-BKB. The hold there on Mio, and just like that, well, I think we've come back to a bit of a abrupt finish. There's 3 heroes dead. No one's got five. That's actually GG. All right, well, that's it. A bit of a sudden ending. And again, they had a lot of fighting, and that's a hard for Yellow Submarine, but at the end of the day, never mind that 13%, might as well have been 0. Ends within moments after we come back after that pause. As OG, they'll close up this game on top.
Yeah.